As a flight medic with the 160 SOAR, I have seen my share of bad days. But one night, Jump has stayed with me for years. One of our own went in hard. When I reached him, he had a screaming open femur fracture. There was blood, chaos, and zero room for mistakes. I opened my aid bag to get to work and instantly created a yard sale of medical gear right next to my bleeding teammate. Loose supplies everywhere, critical items buried, the exact opposite of what a medic needs on a bad night. He survived. It took about a year, and he eventually limped back onto Jump status. But that night taught me something brutal. A poorly packed kit is worse than no kit at all. As I fought to stop the bleeding, an MH-47 circled back for evac. The rotor wash hit us like a hurricane, and everything that wasn't secured vanished. That was lesson one. Lesson two was even harder. Under stress, a casualty is not just a patient, they become a liability to the entire team. When your buddy rips open your IFAK to save your life, they can't fight through junk. Before we look at any gear, we need to fix the biggest mistake of all. It's a mindset problem. Most people completely misunderstand what an IFAK is for. Your individual first aid kit is not a general first aid pouch. It is a dedicated trauma kit meant for one purpose only, to be used on you by a buddy to stop the big killers, massive bleeding, a collapsed lung, profound shock. That's it. But most people treat their IFAK like a junk drawer. I did the same thing early on. Antiseptic wipes, painkillers, ointments, random comfort items. When my kit popped open on that drop zone, useless items blew everywhere. Imagine your friend's hands covered in your blood, digging through blister pads while you bleed out. Here's the fix. Get two kits, one ouch pouch with comfort items for daily use, and one IFAK that is lean, focused, and memorized. Life-saving gear only. A proper IFAK must be built on the pillars of trauma care. And what is usually missing? The tools to treat massive bleeding and chest trauma. That femur fracture I treated could have killed that man in 3 minutes. Improvising is not an option today. You need real COTCCCC approved tourniquets. CAT, Soft TW, SAM XT. You have 4 limbs, so carry 4 tourniquets plus a 5th for training. For groin or armpit wounds, you need a junctional tourniquet. For bleeding control, carry at least 3 emergency trauma dressings, a hemostatic agent like Quick Clot or Celox, and 2 rolls of compressed gauze for wound packing. For chest injuries, pack a small towel to dry the skin. Carry at least 2 chest seals, 4 is better. And for tension pneumothorax, you need 14 gauge needles, not 1, not 2, you need 6. A lung can reinflate, a needle can clog or bend. You might have injuries on both sides. Finally, carry trauma shears. You must expose the injuries fast. But none of this matters if your gear is not accessible. Your IFAK cannot be buried in a pack. It must be on your body, in a predictable place, where a teammate can reach it with either hand. Your primary tourniquet and shears should be staged on the outside, not zipped inside. The most dangerous mistake is thinking that owning medical gear equals being able to use it. That is ego, and ego kills. An improperly placed needle can kill faster than the injury. Back on that drop zone, we made the old BDU belt work as a tourniquet because we drilled it endlessly. The skill mattered more than the gear. For every major piece of kit, you need a second one for training only. Nitrile gloves, gloves for your rescuer's safety, and above all, get hands-on professional training. A stop the bleed course is the bare minimum. Tactical casualty care is where you need to be if you want to carry the gear I've described. Training builds muscle memory. It builds critical thinking under stress. A well-trained person with a tourniquet and gauze will always outperform an untrained person with a bag full of advanced tools. Let's finish strong. A good IFAK follows 4 rules. 1. It is for life-threatening trauma, not minor injuries. 2. It must contain the core components to treat massive bleeding and chest injuries. 3. It must be on your body where a rescuer can reach it instantly. 4. Your skills must always exceed your gear. Take a hard look at your IFAK today. Does it follow these rules? Don't let false confidence get you or someone you love killed. Your life may depend on it. This is survival. This is resilience. This is Suburban Prepper.